Okay, thank you very much. In a few moments, I will be signing into law the Women's Suffrage Centennial Commemorative Coin Act. This new law directs the Treasury Department to issue 400,000 $1 silver coins in a commemoration of the 100th anniversary of women securing the right to vote. Nobody's going to take that one off, we just said. Nobody, not with these women. We're pleased to be joined on the special occasion by Secretary Elaine Chao, Deputy Secretary Karen Dunn Kelly, Deputy Director Margaret Weichert, Acting Deputy Secretary Kate McGregor, Administrator Emily Murphy, and Chairman Mary Ann Carter. Thank you all very much. Also thanks to Senator Marsha Blackburn, who has been doing an incredible job, and Representative Liz Cheney, likewise an incredible job. And actually, I just learned something. Liz, would you say what you just told me about
Yes,
Wyoming?
sir, Mr. President. Wyoming is the first place on earth where women had the right to vote, voting 150 years.
Number one. Number one. That's pretty good, right? Also with us are members of the Women's Suffrage Centennial Commission, Executive Director of the Commission, Anna Lehman, Treasurer of the United States, Jovita Carzana, Assistant Secretary Susan Combs, President of Independent Women's Voice, Heather Higgins, President of the Heritage Foundation, Kay Cole James, President of the Susan B. Anthony List Major, that's Marjorie Dannenfelser, President of Concerned Women of America, that's Penny Nance, Julissa Marenko from the Smithsonian, Colleen Shogun from the Library of Congress. Those are great names, I'll tell you. But they're doing the job. The $1 coins that we will be issued under the Act will honor the vital history of the women's suffrage movement and celebrate many of the brave heroes who fought for the right to vote, such as Susan B. Anthony, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Harriet Tubman, and Ida B. Wells. All proceeds from the sale of these coins will go to the Smithsonian's Women's History Initiative. My administration will always celebrate the immeasurable contributions of women to every facet of American history and life. We will fight for every day, and we will fight every night. We'll make this happen, and we'll continue to make it happen. This is going to be a tremendous success to ensure opportunity, prosperity, justice, and equality for all women in the United States. And I'm now going to sign the bill, and then I'm going to ask you folks, some of you, whoever would like to say a few words, okay?
Yes,
Let me sign this first.
Oh, yes, cannot wait.
This is a big one, right? You came all the way back for this signing.
I did,
right?
I did.
Good. So who should get the first pen, Marsha? Who? That sounds reasonable.
Yes.
That's a big thing. This is a great, you've been working on this for years, right? So, and they've been working on this for years and years, and I'm curious, why wasn't it done a long time ago? And also, well, I guess the answer to that is because now I'm president, we get things done. We get a lot of things done that nobody else got done. But maybe you could say a few words, you'll start her off.
Oh, I'll
Marsha.
be happy to. This was a project that so many women have worked on. Elise Stefanik was the lead sponsor in the House. Liz Cheney helped shepherd it through the House. Kirsten Gillibrand was the lead Democrat co-sponsor in the Senate. We passed it out of the Senate with every single senator voting for it in June.
Wow.
And sent it over to the House, and then we had to work a little harder to get it through over there, but it came through with over 300 co-sponsors on the bill. And it's important to realize that women's suffrage was a 72-year process. It started at Seneca Falls, New York. And then 72 years later in Nashville, Tennessee, August 18th, 1920, is when the 19th Amendment was ratified. So Tennessee and New York have a strong history in this, and we're just thrilled to have this bill. proceeds from this coin, the Women's Suffrage Commission and the Smithsonian Women's History Project, this will go into funding that process. Now, we're doing this coin with no government expenditures because Jovita and her team are doing a great job on the sale of this coin, and then it will help fund this to make certain that all Americans realize what women have done for the cause of freedom for our nation. So thank you.
Great job. And
Thank you.
Jovita?
I wanted to share with you that the Women's Suffrage Centennial Commission had a very robust and very aggressive outreach program with Senator Blackburn calling the Secretary of Treasury, Secretary Mnuchin.
Right.
He got the call, and I got the second call, and we made it happen with all of their support. And this is great leadership, and we're looking forward to having several months to position this coin to benefit a very worthy cause, the Smithsonian, as well.
So why wasn't this done a long time ago, years ago?
Well, I think it has started out with you nominating Kay Cole James
That
as chair
helped.
and myself as a U.S. Treasurer on the commission.
You
And
know
then,
her,
of
that
course,
helps.
we assembled a wonderful team.
Please, go ahead, Kay.
No, I was just going to say thank you. It has been an honor to be your representative on this commission. But one of the things that's most noteworthy is that we have worked together in such a bipartisan way
Yes.
to celebrate women's suffrage and the right to vote in this country. And I'm sorry Barbara couldn't be here today, Senator Mikulski. She has done such a phenomenal job.
Right.
And we have great leadership right here in our chair and our co-chair. But it has been exciting, and we look forward to educating and celebrating with the women of America.
You did a fantastic job. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
How
Mr.
about our
President.
chair saying something?
Susan?
Please.
Well, I just want to say that this is a privilege to be your appointee, your nominee, but also to work with this great team. And what I really like is the zest and the energy and the enthusiasm that everybody showed. In fact, we just make it impossible not to support this. So when you go from 100 to 300, that's the power of a lot of women working together. So thank you, Mr.
Thank
President.
you very much. Great job. Really fantastic. Lynn? Thank you. Please, come on up.
Oh, thank you,
Lynn
Mr.
Chaney?
President. Thank you, appreciate it. Well, it's an honor to be here. I think it's really important for us to remember that all of us who are elected officials, who are women, all of us who are serving, serve on the shoulders and the accomplishments of so many women who've come before us. I'm very proud in Wyoming of the strong women, my mother, my grandmothers, my great-grandmothers, and just the tremendous work and effort that went into this over the years. And so it's
Your
an
daughter?
honor to be here. Oh, my daughter.
She's the strongest.
Exactly, that's right. My daughter Elizabeth, who's following in their footsteps. So thank you very much. Mr.
Thank you
President.
very much, Lynn. Thank you very much. Who would like to say something?
Can I add something?
Yes, you can.
I think they're underrepresenting Senator Blackburn and Jovita. You asked why this hadn't gotten done before. Jovita basically took a page from the Wallman Rink in New York and overcame an awful lot of process and obstacles to make sure that something happened on time and in
That's
the right
great.
way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
very
she
much. I
did.
appreciate
That's great. I've heard that. That's great.
Yes.
Fantastic. Proud of
Great
you.
work.
Mr.
Good
President,
teamwork.
I would just add that I'm Penny Nance with Concerned Women for America. This has been just a beautiful picture of bipartisanship that I think many in Congress could take a page from. Women of every ilk were able to come together and actually get something done. So we hope Congress does the same.
Well, thank you. Great job. Anybody? Anybody? Final. Kellyanne? How about Kellyanne?
Mr. President.
She's always very laid back and shy.
Thank you. I think the women speak for itself, and thank you for your leadership. We really look forward to continuing the celebration of the centennial of the women's right to vote, leading right up into next August of 2020. But it's even hard to imagine it's only been 100 years, and since we still have never had a female president, perhaps we'll have that in our lifetime. But your victory kept that job open, so we're here to celebrate.
In 5 years, right?
Right.
We'll have a 5 years.
That's right.
Yeah, we can wait.
But sir, thank you for your leadership. I think the four-letter word called will is the difference between what does not get done and what gets
Yeah.
done. And the leadership and really some of your great team here at the White House that has been working on this round the clock
Thank you.
has helped.
We
Thank
have
you,
been
sir.
working very hard on this. So thank you very much. This is a very important bill, and it's an honor to be involved with it, and I'm glad we got it done.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yes.
Mr.
Administration.